Alright, gamers. We're on that OG Xbox. We're playing some more Max Payne. I believe this is part 3 in our series. I believe we had gotten to Jack Lupino's apartment or whatever, and the place was being bombed. So let's go ahead. We'll jump in. Let the gun do the talking. Got the dual Ingrams. Okay, I think we need more ammo. I never like, why did this happen? That was crazy. At the end of the previous video, we saw this truck jackknife and flip over and explode. And it was all just a reason to put a border on the map, you know? To block off the roads so that players wouldn't explore that direction. What happened to this car? Excellent videos. Why does it have to have a Z, though? Thousands of XXX videos. Wait, but there's also a deli and grocery? Which one's the front here? I'm confused. Cleaners, which are mentioned in Max Payne 2. Pawnbroker, cash, loan.
I don't know, man. I don't know about this.
Quit worrying, eh? Think of it as Christmas. The Russians are with Santa.
What the hell?
Oh, look at those old school cell phones. And calculators. DSLR cameras, lenses, pocket knives. Whoa, hang on. Sorry, bro. You can't be rocking Ingram. Just have a freaking Uzi in your pawn shop. Come on, dude. Wire communications. And then you have a deli and grocery here. So do people prefer the XXX grocery? Oh, there's Johnson's Pharmacy. Since 1975. Okay, alright. Pizza, free delivery. That doesn't look like a pizza. That looks like a chicken leg on a plate. Cold beer and soda, cigarettes, candy, hot and cold sandwiches. Oh, what's the lighting? I'm not gonna lie, the lighting in this game was pretty good for the time period. Remedy and Rockstar teaming up for this title definitely had a way about creating dynamic.
The headlines were a depressing read.
See what the headlines are. Valkyr, DEADOA, Max Payne killer, murder.
The headlines were screaming bloody murder. The storm was a screaming duet with the approaching prowl car sirens. It was all a scream when you were down for the count and wanted for murder.
Wanted for murder. Down for the count. Really? Side roll. Backward roll.
The whole building was rigged with explosives.
Where is he? A beaten-up phone in the entrance hall was ringing. It could have been just a junkie in need of a fix, but it turned out to be something more sinister than that.
Am I speaking to Mr. Payne?
Who wants to know?
My name is Alfred Wooden. You must hurry. The police are on their way.
Tell me something I don't know.
They know you're there.
How? And what's it to you?
I will contact you again.
The cops arrived, sirens singing in the off-key harmony of a manic-depressive choir. I had a few minutes while the SWAT team would go through their usual routine. By the time they busted in, I needed to be long gone.
Max Payne, this is Deputy Chief Jim Bravura from the NYPD. Drop your weapons and come out with your hands above your head.
Right? Right.
Someone had left a letter on the counter. Suddenly it all made sense. The bombs, the Russian mob boss making an appearance in person. Gagniti was his usual self, all talk and no walk.
After our hit, the Russian has only a couple of guns left and they can be bought. There's no freaking way he has the guts to try anything after that.
As it turned out, the Russian had plenty of guts. One thing he could count on, you push a man too far and sooner or later he'd start pushing back. There was a key on the shelf. bombs that destroyed all the stairs up to Lupino's office. The alternate route led there by way of adjoining rooftops.
It's never been this cold. Never ever. It's like the sky's falling.
Yes, sir. It's the end of the world as we know it.
And I don't feel fine. I don't feel anything. Not a thing.
I'm freezing my butt off.
To get to the roof, I'd need to get to the elevator through the locked door up ahead. Pizza delivery.
Never seen you before. Buzz off, Joker.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up, Flash! Shut up, Max Payne!
What the hell?
No, don't shoot. I ain't...
You know the clowns at the laundry?
Me? No.
You're no good to me then.
What? No, 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 the laundry, yeah. I know him, yeah.
Get me in there.
Okay, okay, okay. It's me. Open up. Let me in, quick.
Not so fast. The password. John who?
Come on. Oh, okay, John Woo.
All right. Come right in.
It's a trap! It's me!
Look at that. Like a crate of money. That's a lot of money. Oh, oh. Wait, can you really? I don't think. No, what? Maybe back in 2001 this was a little more probable, but no, with the kind of protections they have on money, I really doubt you could just print stuff out this easily. I mean, I'm sure there's like, this isn't just a fancy copy machine. I'm pretty sure there's probably some stuff going on here, but yeah, they just have so much more things that you can use to verify actual money. It's a jam. Okay.
Yo!
New York City is in crisis tonight, with reports of Valkyrie-related gang war in the streets of the Bronx. Apparently, Max Payne, wanted for questioning in connection with the slaying of a DEA special agent earlier tonight, is waging a one-man war against his former partners in crime. Among the list of casualties so far are notorious mafia members Joey and Virgilio Finito, as well as Rico Muerte, himself a fugitive from the law, and a suspect for several murders in the Chicago area. The NYPD has been placed on full alert. A citywide APB has been put out on Max Payne. Deputy Chief Jim Rivera has promised to take whatever steps necessary to bring him to justice. What those steps may be remains to be seen. For NYCNN TV News, this is Kira Silver.
It's not me talking to the pink flamingo, but someone who looks the part down to the finest detail.
Address unknown.
Except that he's evil. I'm hiding in the shadows, watching it all unfold. The flamingo speaks. You can speak here. It says,
mirrors are more fun than television.
That's, mirrors are more fun than television. Somehow I know this, just don't ask me how. And I, not me, but my double, nods and smirks at this, like it was the funniest thing in the world. And then something goes wrong, and suddenly they know I'm there, hiding behind them, and they both turn to look at me with cold eyes. And the flamingo speaks again.
Threshold tolerant pain stress.
I have no idea what that means. And that's when I always wake up to my own scream in that brightly lit white hospital room, strapped to my bed.
Hey. Dude just jumping through windows. Still quick save.
Red, blue, or green?
It's always red or blue in the movies.
So, green?
No, not the green.
Alright, this part's funny. You gotta love that kind of comedy, dude. Like, almost from a cartoon. Oh. Let me check this door. Nope. Okay.
You're doing nothing! What are you doing? This is war! Freaking war!
That's Vinny Gognitti.
Vinny Gognitti, just the man I've been killing to see.
Payne? Freaking fat! I knew from day one there was something screwy about you. What do you think you're doing? You're a freaking cop. You ain't got squad on us. You can't just come in here waving your piece like it meant something. Yeah! Oh my God! Oh God, you shot me! Ah! You're dead, Payne! What the hell are you waiting for, you apes? Kill him! Kill him!
With pleasure, boss.
Gognitti bailed. I made like Chow Yun Fat. A crumpled letter lay on Gognitti's desk. The letter was addressed to Don Punchinello, but Vinny had never had the nerve to finish it.
Jack's gone voodoo. Just the other night, he shot Dino because he wanted to see what his brains looked like splattered on the wall. He's a freaking mad dog. We're running out of men and business fast.
Gognitti had been living in mortal fear of his boss. Jack Lupino was a psycho. Vinny Gognitti was running scared. He could run, but with a bullet in the stomach like a broken bottle of Tabasco, he was quickly running out of time. He knew where his boss was, and I wanted to square things up with Jack Lupino. Gognitti would be moving fast. I don't know about angels, but it's fear that gives men wings. Gognitti hitched a ride. To catch him, I had to follow his lead. This was my second train ride of the night. The way it started didn't promise anything better than the last one. Freezing wind tearing at my face like sandpaper and razors. Ice hard and slick under my hands and feet. Somewhere in the background, the wail of sirens. The city howling after me. New York sped by in fast forward. Dark rooftop water towers and a dead forest of antennas and chimneys, all a blur. When the train he was riding slowed down, Gognitti made his move.
Voice of the Angels, Choir Communications.
No problem.
What was that last guy?
Yeah.
America's Avenger for the payback time. That's basically the Beretta that Max Payne is wielding. He's back, he's mean, and he's got a bat. It's Captain Baseball Bad Boy.
We're gonna be rich. Freaking rich. Even richer than that, wise guy.
Freaking rich.
Hey.
Did he just kill himself? Come on, my guy. Got him. Valkyr. Let me check something real quick.
nowhere left to go. We are very close to capturing him. You'll get a full statement then. Right now, I've got better things to do, ma'am.
That was Deputy Chief Jim Rivera from the NYPD with no further comment at this time.
Apart from his suspicious food habits, I figured Bravura to be one of the good guys. Fate had just dropped us on different sides in this. But when it came to capturing me, he was way out of his league. I had already ditched the cops a couple of rooftops back. For now.
I, for one, am going to pump the SOP so full of lead, they'll need a forklift to carry the coffin to the grave.
Get him! Open, goddammit! Payne! I'll kill you, you lousy freaking cop!
Steam in a dead-end alley with steam boiling out of the sewer grates like all the fires of hell were burning high beneath us. It was shakedown time. Where's Lupino?
Screw you!
Bad start, Vinny.
Police brutality!
I rate pretty high on that.
You can't just hurt me in cold blood?
Just keep telling yourself that. Listen good, Candyman. I'm not gonna be anybody's fall guy. I want to know where your boss is hiding. There was no glory in this. I hadn't asked for this crap. Trouble had come to me in big dark swarms. The good and the just were like gold dust in the city. I had no illusions. I was not one of them. I was no hero. Just me and the gun and the crook. My options had decreased to a singular course.
I'll tell you, just don't hurt me no more. Lupino's at Ragnarok, the nightclub. Book me. Take me home into the freaking jail, just don't hurt me.
Your rights will be read at your funeral. Ragnarok was Lupino's private nightclub, a den of drugs built into an old theater. I knew what waited inside. V-head junkies ready to explode in random acts of senseless violence. and Lupino's goon squad, the worst stone-cold killers this side of hell. Ragnarok was as inviting as a headache, flickering and flashing to a machine gun beat. The belly of a nightclub was a gothic theme park that began with bondage games and led to the nasty stuff from there. As subtle with its dark message as a cop killer bullet through the heart. Like father, like son, just like Jack Lupino.
So you'll notice if you've seen our Max Payne 2 playthrough that this is actually starts out as Jack Lupino's club, Ragnarok, but then later, you know, Vlad takes us over, cleans it up, remodels, and calls it Vodka.
The book had never been a bestseller. Given the setting, I was surprised to find that somebody had been passing time reading. The paperback was entitled The Age of Murder and Storm. The blurb on the back mentioned Norse mythos and Ragnarok, the end of a Viking world with a terrible winter that covered the earth in ice, when vile crimes were rampant and all humanity lost. I could see how somebody impressionable might get it into their head that we were at the end of time. I was also beginning to see what the nightclub and its owner were all about. Given the setting, I was surprised to find that somebody had been passing time reading. The paperback was entitled The Age of Murder and Storm. The blurb on the back mentioned Norse mythos and Ragnarok, the end of a Viking world with a terrible winter that covered the earth in ice, when vile crimes were rampant and all humanity lost. I could see how somebody impressionable might get it into their head that we were at the end of time. I was also beginning to see what the nightclub and its owner were all about.
What the hell?
books on the occult had been piled on the table. The room was stacked with light reading, such as Necronomicon, Witchcraft, and Paradise Lost. Old exotic titles like Malleus Maleficarum and De Umbrarum Reini Novum Portis. Books with pentagrams on their covers, all dealing with the occult and the infernal, lying between stacks of horror videos and a couple of Ouija boards. The only thing I could take seriously was the thought of Lupino taking it seriously. He had been spending a lot of time getting intimate with the guy downstairs.
Say anything to his face. He might not... Who knows what he'd do?
Yeah, but somebody's gotta go in there. It's too freaky. All the screaming.
There he is!
Karaoke never was my scene. The backstage area led to Lupino's inner sanctum. The hot air inside was like an invisible wall, thick with incense and something else, a sickly sweet smell that made you gag. This was the rotten core of the Big Apple. Lupino lurked somewhere ahead, like a spider at the center of his web, waiting. The vapors in the air started to make my head swim. Torn pieces of a letter lay scattered on the sofa. Punchinello had threatened Lupino in writing. The note had been torn to pieces, bloody fingerprints all over them.
Don't want you to think that one of my boys is not playing with a full deck. Shape up, Jack. We are running a business here. I'd hate to send the trio to strong-arm you.
The trio were the Don's notorious henchmen. It was obvious that Lupino hadn't been intimidated by the threat.
So this is what we saw in that episode of Address Unknown. And this is a reference to, like, both Twin Peaks and, you know, the Max Payne 2 references, all the sayings you hear in this game. The flesh of fallen angels, I think I've died, I think I'm dead, I don't know, you know, stuff like that. So it's kind of fun that the second game kind of satirizes some of the satanic stuff that shows up in this game.
Jack Lapino was crazy, all right. The table was scattered with notes of demented arcane nonsense written in rusty blood. A mishmash list of demons, devils, and dark gods evoked.
Beelzebub, Asmodeus, Baphomet, Lucifer, Loki, Cthulhu, Lilith, Hela, blood given to you all.
He was after that old Faustian deal. Your soul for power and fortune. Just sign on the dotted line with your blood. Lupino's notebook lay on the pedestal. Jack Lupino was crazy, all right.
Mythic wolves, let loose to devour the sun and the moon. Lupino is the wolf. I'm Mr. Beast, the big bad Fenris wolf. I'm the end of the world man, wearing the flesh of fallen angels.
After Y2K, the end of the world had become a cliche. But who was I to talk? A brooding underdog avenger alone against an empire of evil, out to right a grave injustice. Everything was subjective. There were only personal apocalypses. Nothing is a cliche when it's happening to you.
The flesh of fallen angels! Come to me all! Astaroth, Beelzebub, Asmodeus, Baphomet, Lucifer, Loki, Satan, Cthulhu, Lilith, Hela! Blood to you all! Secrets living under the skin of reality. I've seen it. The corruption of flesh. I'm the wolf, yeah! I am the wolf! It's close. It's coming. You have come. A witness to the end of time. It's now! I will rise to her side! I don't need the words! I'm beyond the words!
Known there'd have to be a catch in it somewhere, and this one was the Empire State Building of catches. Lupino was pumped up and dying to go 15 rounds with a mutant alligator. And then he started this spooky monkey talk, straight from a bad dream. Mine.
I have tasted the flesh of fallen angels. I've tasted the devil's green blood. It runs in my veins. I've seen beyond the world of skin, the architecture of blood and bow and arrow. Death is coming! She is coming, and hell follows with her. This is the twilight winter. I am ready to be her son. Her time is now. And all who stand in her way must die! Die! You'll die! You'll die! Now! All die!
When Lupino finally went down, I wanted to make real sure he'd stay that way. He was a bad monster. Turned them into friggin' zombie demons from outer space.
I think he's dead already.
Huh? And that's when it happened.
But dead or not, you've got the wrong guy.
In stepped this knockout femme fatale holding a gun to my face. I returned the favor.
Part 2, Cold Day in Hell.
Lisa Punchinello was the Don's wife.
Mona Sachs, Lisa's evil twin.
Your safety's off, evil twin. You might hurt someone with that gun of yours.
Lisa's the damsel in distress. I'm the professional. I'd blow you away without batting an eye.
Sure, and you can check out my credentials splattered all over this joint.
Jack couldn't have framed you. Not the state he was in. We're after the same slime bag. Angelo Punchinello's the one who murdered your friend and framed you with it.
You know this for a fact.
I've got my sources.
I don't have a clue these days. I just shoot them as they come. Who put a contract on the Archfiend?
This one's mine. I hate the guts of that sadistic wife-beater. Why not pool our bullets for this one?
I thought you'd never ask. My finger was starting to twitch.
How do you like your whiskey?
I'm easy, as long as you don't try to slip me a Mickey.
You're a real angel, Max.
It was good stuff. Tasted sweet as honey going down.
Nothing personal. Can't risk you going berserk and getting Lisa killed.
The nightmare was always the same. Violent shapes moving in darkness, old and ugly. The killer's mad laughter was a riddle filled with wicked innuendo. Somewhere, the baby was crying.
Alright, gamers, we'll pick this up on the next episode. This is the Nightmare sequence, which is very well known in this game for being terrifying and weird and interesting. So we'll pick that up on the next episode. Stay tuned. Like this video if you enjoyed the content. Subscribe to the channel for more Max Payne and a wide variety of other games we play on the channel. Ring that notification bell so you don't miss a single video or live stream. We'll catch you on the next one. Take care.